Hello children, welcome back. Our topic for today is Roman numbers. So Roman numbers is an ancient number system that is still used in many places. Can you guess where it is used? Yes, when you are writing your grades, you use Roman numbers. You'll also see Roman numbers in many wall clocks. The numbers from 1 to 12 are represented in Roman numbers. So in Roman numbers, alphabets are used to represent the fixed positive numbers. The common numerals that we use corresponding to the decimals are given over here. So when the decimal is 1, the Roman is I. When the decimal is 5, the Roman is V. When the decimal is 10, the Roman is X. When the decimal is 50, Roman is L. When the decimal is 100, Roman is C. When the decimal is 500, Roman is D. When the decimal is 1000, the Roman is M. Now we can express other numbers using these letters. Now there are certain rules that we need to follow when we are writing the Roman numbers. If you know these rules, if you follow these rules, then you can form any number using the Roman numerals. The first rule is 1, that is I, and 10, that is X, can be repeated maximum 3 times. So if you want to write 2, you will write the 1 2 times. If you have to write 3, you will write the 1 3 times. But if you have to write 4, you will not write the 1 4 times. No. What shall you do? This is wrong. What shall you do? You shall write V, that is 5, and a minus 1, because 5 minus 1 is 4. So we write, to represent minus or 1 less than, we write it to the left. So this is your 4. 5 is a V. Now if you have to write 6, how would you write 6? 6 is 5 and 1. So we'll write V for 5 and 1, 6. For 7, V, 1, 2. 5 plus 2, 7. For 8, V, 1, 2, 3. 5 plus 3, 8. But if I have to write 9, will I write V and 4 times 1? No. We will write 10 minus 1. X stands for 10 and minus 1, which gives us 9, and then 10 is X. The second rule is the letter V is not repeated. We cannot write 10 as VV. No, this is wrong. Okay. So the letter V is not repeated. The letter I and X, that is 1 and 10, are repeated, but maximum 3 times. And V is not written to the left of any other letter to represent a minus 5. We cannot do a minus 5. So for V, it is neither repeated nor it is to be written to the left of any other letter. You can say that we are writing 5 V and 1. So in this case, V is to the left of 1, but this is not 1 minus 5. Here we are writing 1 to the right of V. But for other higher numbers like X or L or C representing 10, 50, 100 respectively, we cannot write V and then a 10. This is wrong. So V is never written to the left of other letter. Let's see the third rule. If a letter is written to the right of another letter of a greater value, then we add their values. Just like you saw over here, a 1 is written to the right of V and right of another letter of a greater value. V, that is 5, is greater than 1, that is I. So when the letter is written to the right of another letter of a greater value, then we add their values just like you see over here. Similarly, if a letter is written to the left of another letter of a greater value, for example, when we write 4, okay, we are writing 1 to the left of 5, then we subtract the lesser value from the greater value. So we are subtracting 1 from 5. So is it clear till now? Okay. The next rule is only one letter can be subtracted from another letter. I cannot write 1, 1, V and say this is 5 minus 2. No, we can't do that. We can add to the one letter to the right, we can add 2 letters, we can add 3 letters if it is I and X, of course, but we cannot subtract more than 1. We can only subtract 1 letter from another. Okay. Now, once you know the rules, check your understanding. Can X be subtracted from 1 or from I? Can we subtract 10 from 1? Yes, the answer is no, we cannot. Why? Because there was a rule that we can only subtract a number of a smaller value. Now x is 10, which is a bigger value than 1. So obviously we cannot subtract x from 1. Can 1 be subtracted from 5 twice? Can we do that? No, we cannot do this. We cannot subtract 1 twice because not only 1, we cannot subtract any other number 2 times from the bigger number. And can 5 be subtracted from 10? Can we subtract 5? No, we cannot subtract 5 from 10. Why? Because for subtraction, we have to write it to the left. So can we write like this V and X? No, we cannot write. Why? What is the reason? Because for 5, 5 cannot be written to the left of any other bigger letter of a higher value like X or L or C. We cannot write 5 to the left. So that is why we cannot subtract 5. Now let's see some examples. So we have seen the values till 10. Now how we will write 11? We'll write a 10 and a 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11. How shall we write 12? 10 and 2. 13 will be 10 plus 3. Now remember we said we cannot repeat more than 3 times. So how we will write 14? We'll write 10 and 4. So how do we write 4? 1 and V stands for 4. So 10 plus 4 is 14. How do we write 15? 10 plus 5. How do we write 16? 10 plus 6. How do we write 17? 10 plus 7. How do we write 18? 10 plus 5 plus 3, that is 10 plus 8. Now 19. See, I cannot write the 1 more than 3 times. So what we'll do, we'll write 19 plus 1 is 19. 19 plus 1 is 19. 19 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 9 is 30. 30 plus 1 is 30. 30 plus 1 is 30. 30 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 9 is 30. 30 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 28. 28 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus And along with the 10, we will write 9. So 1x is 9. So 10 plus 9 is 19. And 20 is 2 times x. So how will you write 21? You will normally write 20 and you will add 1. 22 is normal 20 and 2. So it's similar to 12, 13, 14, but just that instead of x, you will have xx representing 20. So you can fill up the rest, and this is your 29, 20 and a 9. 1x is 9 and 30 is x, x, x. 31 is similar as 21, just an extra x for 30. Then 32 and so on, you continue till 39. Now how shall we write 40? Shall we write x, 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 x? No. Why we cannot write x, 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 x? Because remember the rule was there that 1 and x are repeated max 3 times. So how can we write 40? Remember we have 50. So we can write a 50 using L. And how much is 40? How much is 40 less than 50? It is 10 less, no? So we can write a x. So x and L means 40. Okay. How would you write 41? X and L is your 40 and a 1. X and L is your 40 and a 2. And you keep on. X and L is your 40 and a 9. So you continue. And then 50 is L. 51 would be 50 and 1, 50 and 2, 50 and 3. You continue till 50 and 9. How would you write 60? 60 is 10 more than 50. So L for 50 and X gives you 10, 60. And you continue 61 and a 62 and you continue this way. So you can keep trying for the other letters and you can reach till 100 following the same pattern. So it's very easy. You have to just remember the rules, which are 1 and x are repeated max 3 times. V is not repeated and not written to the left of other letters. If a letter is written to the right of another letter of a greater value, then we add their values. If it is written to the left, we subtract. And only one letter can be subtracted from another letter. So if you just remember these rules, you can write down any Roman number. Thank you.